Kendrick Lamar was selected for the Super Bowl halftime performance.
Okay. Why is there talk?
I don't think.
Nobody's from their home state.
Me personally, and I'm not. But I would have rather seen somebody else. But I'm not going to knock it.
I feel you.
I'm not.
It's business, and he rocking.
It.
So the thing about it is, the whole uproar about, they should have picked Weezy.
Yeah.
I mean,
that wasn't my argument.
That's a weak argument because how many Super Bowls they had there in New Orleans? And
I was saying that myself.
That wasn't my argument for Weezy. It wasn't. It was just more music selection.
I mean, where is the Super Bowl really going to be? It's going to be in Miami. It's going to be in where? L.A. and then where
it's going to be in New Orleans and L.A. next year.
Like I was going to name.
They had. What was last year?
Wasn't it in Cowboy Stadium?
Yeah, and you had. They
Dolly.
had all.
Was it Dolly? No, that wasn't Dolly at the Super Bowl.
No, they had Snoop and all the
it was in L.A.
Yeah,
it's gonna be somewhere warm, basically.
First of all, my thing with the Weezy thing is his catalog isn't really family friendly.
Right, exactly.
It's the Super Bowl, like
come on, people.
I'm not gonna say Kendrick's is, but
I don't even understand why they picked Kendrick. To be perfectly honest,
I don't either. And I know he had the greatest summer of. Probably any
summer hit
of any art,
and milk. So out that
milk it, yeah. Everybody.
I was thinking more about Fall Out Boy, even though these are crazy choices.
Why Fall Out Boy?
Fall Out Boy, dope.
No,
Oasis.
Why specifically Fall Out Boy? Are they from New Orleans?
Catalog. No. I wasn't even thinking New Orleans at all. Because they were like, well, why not Cash Money or No Limit? Family friendly.
I want to see Juvenile doing back that ass up at the Super Bowl.
Family friendly.
That's the whole part they're not understanding.
And do we really want to see Weezy up there looking all
Weezy is not
out?
a great live performer.
He's going to look awful.
Yeah,
he's going to look
drunk as
awful.
Off of that.
What about his performance at WrestleMania? Was that any good?
No.
Okay,
as
there we go.
Grown men who, I enjoy a good performance, and we know what the Super Bowl performance is before people start complaining. Right. It's not a concert where they're doing 10 minutes. They're going to do as many of their hit songs in 10 minutes.
I thought it was 20.
Is it 20?
Halftime?
Yeah.
Halftime, isn't that like 30 minutes on the Super Bowl?
Well, you get so much time. It's not a full-fledged concert. Why not? They should have let him do the whole song and stuff like that.
Usher had he brought Usher and friends out.
Yeah, but does Kendrick and
Kendrick's
Wayne
bringing
have
people
a song together?
Who?
Do Kendrick and Wayne have a song together? You could possibly bring them out for a feature.
Yeah, but the whole thing is the whole uproar. It's just Drake fans trying to hide behind Weezy and shit.
I don't think this is Drake fans. I really
think
this
Drake fans.
People really believe since it's in New Orleans and Cash Money.
Again, if people been watching the Super Bowl, especially
I see what you're saying,
you can't say that because you had 11 Super Bowls at New Orleans. No feature New Orleans performer. So you can't say
the LA thing last year started this feature thing.
But
that's what started.
Okay,
it's never been like that.
All right, we had one time that happened, but it's going to be there next year. You're going to think they're going to have the same ones there? Nope.
No, just bring in the.
You can't help it. They got the big
show.
Ass. You can't help it. They got the big ass TV market. This is a business model. People they worrying about their money at the bottom line. So New Orleans,
and on top of that, like I said, none of those acts from New Orleans, the hip hop groups that people want to hear, have those type of catalogs.
What about Jay Electronica?
Look, I love Jay Electronica. He's definitely not Super Bowl caliber. And I love Jay. But he's not.
So at the end of the day, this whole. That's why I say it's the Drake fans hiding behind the Weezy because they all.
Now I could see the Drake getting the Super Bowl argument over K-Dot. I could see that argument more than Weezy.
How?
Drake is more mainstream.
Yeah, but Drake,
We just
you don't
said
want
who-
to put him up there after the beating he took over the summer.
That's not going. Drake
Yes,
is
it
still
will.
as popular as
It doesn't
he ever
matter
been.
about popular. They riding again.
What you mean it doesn't matter with popular?
Because I'm gonna tell you, you're right. It does. That's why he's been picked.
But
That's why he was picked over. And Drake was.
I would rather see Drake, but I would live with Kendrick. Like I said,
I understand, but they riding with who was hot. They riding with every club, every damn band, whether it's high school, college, whatever. They're playing not like us, and we still.
But let's keep it a buck, because see, you kind of skew the issue sometimes. A lot of people don't like this decision. It's not like it's a made up decision where people just like.
And again,
no, people don't want Kendrick
where's
there.
what then was the same man 5 years ago? Were they mad 2 years ago? Were they mad any of the 11 times that it came to New Orleans? No.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious what made people think they had a right to New Orleans artists because the Super Bowl's in New Orleans.
One more thing. It's not like the people from New Orleans going to be there. You see how much Super Bowl tickets are?
Yeah, right.
Like,
it's not made for the home team.
The people talking about. I want
look, nosebleed seats cost like $5,000 to $7,000.
The people talk about I want to see such and such in the Super Bowl. You can't afford the money to go to the Super Bowl.
To go to the Super Bowl, and that's just the basic. You know, you fly in, hotel, eating shit. You spending about $20,000. Hell, a third of that going to your ticket. It's going to your ticket.
Exactly.
Super Bowl tickets like about a nosebleed, about $5,000 to $7,000.
Hotels, hotels busting heads. Like
hotel, $500-$600 a night. You spending about $3,000, at least $1,200 for 2 nights and shit.
So yeah,
plane tickets, round trip. Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all, you gotta listen. You wanna go to the Super Bowl, you're gonna spend about $15,000-$20,000. That's some basic shit. If you want some real shit, double, triple that, quadruple that. Super Bowl it's a top dollar shit. So
who else are they having besides Kendrick? Is it
they
just
haven't
Kendrick?
announced just Kendrick.
They haven't announced just Kendrick.
Just Kendrick.
Far.
Yeah, so it looks like they're saying Kendrick is going to be, they said a solo. They said he was going to do the whole thing by himself.
I mean, he can. He can perform a whole concert by himself.
Well, I mean a concert, but we're talking Super Bowl. He don't have Super Bowl hits other than Not Like Us and DNA.
And I don't know if you can do Not Like Us at the Super Bowl.
Actually, you can.
So the whole crowd's going to go A minor.
Probably.
We'll see.
Rapping about pedos at the Super Bowl.
It's going to be interesting.
You talking about? Listen, we ain't
it's going to be.
You'll
probably get swimming pools.
Yeah,
you'll probably get
fly.
We gonna be all right.
Yeah, we gonna be all right.
I feel very odd about Kendrick headlines. The first ever solo headlining act for the Super Bowl halftime show will be Kendrick Lamar. So we'll see how that goes.
Well, look, even Kendrick fans like the whole show.
Yeah, the whole show. No, we gonna have Snoop pop out, Dre pop out, Eminem.
He got that. He got that. Don't worry about it.
He got the Interscope stimulus package.
He got that.
Yeah,
the Interscope stimulus.
Just watch.
Yeah.
We are going to watch. That's for sure.
Yeah, ain't shit else to do but watch.
We're going to watch.
We're
That's
gonna be
for sure.
impressed too. You're gonna be impressed. Trust me. All right.